didn't you?
And we still got 380 miles left, Cat. Oh my God.
Wild racing after a big crash early. We thought they might settle down just a little bit, but when you come to Talladega, apparently it's just in your blood. They haven't let up one bit.
Kyle, you're going to wreck us all blocking like that, dude. The track is too wide for that. Have fun, buddy.
Kyle Busch spinning wildly out of control. And all of a sudden, we're seeing some new faces up front. Brad Keselowski is down low.
Junior just jumped in behind you. 88's on your inside corner now.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets into Keselowski. What a save.
You talking to Ryan deal over here? You want to try to push him and figure it out off 4 again?
Yeah, same thing, and he'll let me push him away from everybody.
All right.
He's going to deal, stand right next to his guy and stay off the radio. Keep digging, man. Good job. Try not to lose the pack.
We're all good.
They're going to race this way all the way to the checkered flag.
Here come Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski. They're up to third, and now they're looking for more in the high lane.
Keep it up, Brad. Keep it right against him.
99 and 09's got a run going on the outside. Need to go to the top. If you guys can go to the top, go now. Left, too late.
Carl Edwards now leads the way. Brad Keselowski on his back bumper.
You just watch him in your mirror. He's all over you here, just you and him.
That's it. Don't go below the yellow.
Contact here in the triangle. Edwards goes up in the air. No! Brad Keselowski comes by. He'll score the win in the Aaron's 499. Carl Edwards got a bump from behind. Coming into the triangle to the start-finish line, he was in the lead. Suddenly, he was in the air, and Brad Keselowski scores the victory here at Talladega Super Speedway.
Holy cow, did I really just win this race?
You're damn right you did.
How about this team? God! How about that? All them fans out there, man. Thanks for coming. This is the best show on earth. I got to apologize to Carl for wrecking him, but, man, the rule is you can't go below the yellow line. And he blocked, and I wasn't going below it. So I don't want to wreck a guy, but you're forced in that situation.
Brad was doing everything right. NASCAR puts us in a box. If he drives below the line, he loses the race. So what's the guy supposed to do? So he ended up having to wreck people or having to get second. None of us want to do that.
Well, it was great to see Brad Keselowski with his first Sprint Cup Series victory. I've known the Keselowski family for a long time, since we were little kids, but Brad, in only his 5th Cup start, got to victory lane. The first start for 2009 in the 09 for Phoenix Racing and owner James Finch. And talk about setting all the records. That was the first Sprint Cup lap Brad Keselowski had ever led in his career, and it just happened to be to the start-finish line for the checkered flag. Here is this week's Real Deal on Brad Keselowski and his win at Talladega.
Carl Edwards has the lead, though. He's not been in the picture all afternoon. Suddenly he's in the lead, but under attack. Contact here in the triangle. Edwards goes up in the air. Brad Keselowski comes by. He'll score the win in the Aaron's 499.
Huge congratulations are in order. This has to be one of the biggest upsets in Cup history as of late.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, there's so many different things when you think and you look back at it. Part-time driver, a car not in the top 35, single car team owner. We started in the back because we blew an engine in practice. I'd never even been to Talladega in a Cup car. I mean, there's so many different scenarios that were up against us, and to overcome them all and to win, it just it makes it very special.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. gets into Brad Keselowski, turns him to the bottom of the racetrack. Wow, what a save by Brad Keselowski.
Talk us through the time you got into Dale Jr. What were your thoughts at that time?
I was a little upset, to be honest. I know Dale had a run on me. He's starting to make a move, and I just wanted to run him down a little bit and just kind of say, hey, you know, you can push me if you want. And he kept going, and before I knew it, we had hooked, and luckily he let me go, and otherwise he could have sent me spinning, and I was able to recover down on the apron and get back in the draft, and everything was good. But at the time, I was a little angry, but looking back at it now, I guess it worked out.
Here they come. Look at the 99 and Brad Keselowski. Once again, there's that 2-car draft.
Now, 2 laps ago, Carl Edwards was 8th. You were running 9th. Where the heck did you guys come from? Because when you took that high line, you freight trained.
Yeah, well, I'd really saved my car to make sure it was in good shape for the end of the race. And it just happened to work out that the distance between Carl and the rest of the field was enough to where when I started pushing, we got a mega run. And when we caught those cars, we had such a run that they couldn't block us without wrecking themselves. And Dale and Ryan were not pushing each other as hard as Carl and I were, and we just had an extra lap of momentum.
All right, the exact moment of when the wreck, the big one, started to happen. Were you looking in your mirror? Were you looking forward? What was your thought process?
Well, I looked right in my mirror after I'd cleared Carl and knew that I wasn't going to hit the wall myself. And I was looking for anyone else that was coming, and I caught Carl's car, caught my attention. Obviously, it was in the air, it was doing the pirouette, and I could see it make contact with the catch fence, and I instantly felt terrible for Carl, because the last thing I wanted to see was for him to wreck. I did watch it happen in my mirror, and I saw the ending as spectacular as it was from one of the best seats as well.
For the first time in his NASCAR Sprint Cup career, and I'm sure not the last, Brad Keselowski is in victory lane here at Talladega.
All right, let's get to the good stuff. Victory lane, you had a wild celebration in victory lane, throwing your trophy at your crew. What were you thinking?
Oh, hey, man, they deserve a trophy just as much as I do. I mean, when you replay the race and you look through all the scenarios that happened, it really shows why this is a team sport. When I look back at the accident I think there was on lap 8, and I actually got an oil cooler through the front end of my car. It did some pretty extensive damage to my car, which I couldn't see at the time. And the way that we were able to recover and get that fixed was huge for being there at the end. And, so it's a team sport, and they deserve it as much as anyone else.
Way to go, man. And you know what? You're in the All-Star race.
How about that, man? How about that?
Are you going to race?
I'm sure we're going to race. We haven't worked out the details of it yet, so we'll get it figured out, and I can't wait to do it.
Can you believe you're going to be racing for $1 million now?
I know, that's pretty awesome, too. I can't even believe I'm even going to be racing it, let alone for the money or for the glory.
All right, this is a part-time deal. What's going to happen here? I mean, do your races increase with James Finch and Phoenix Racing?
I don't know. We haven't really. We're living in the moment. We haven't figured out the rest. At this time, the next race is New Hampshire, and that's really all I know at this moment. We're just living in the moment and enjoying this win, and we'll worry about the future later.
And team owner James Finch really enjoyed that victory. Well, I'll tell you, he almost missed it because, race fans, he was back at the Talladega airfield at the finish of the race watching the finish on a TV monitor. He had to jump back in his car and got a police escort to victory lane. Team owner James Finch was able to celebrate with his driver, Brad Keselowski, and what a victory celebration that was, Kenny Wallace. He was awfully excited on NASCAR victory lane. You guys got to enjoy that moment with a rookie winner in the Sprint Cup Series. What a fun night.
Race fans, on our Victory Lane show on Speed after the Talladega race, me, Spence, JR, we were watching everything. We could tell it was a genuine victory. I told him, I said, you look delirious. He says, Kenny, that's a good word. I am delirious. I don't even know what I'm doing. He's banging on the desk. But me and Spence picked out something that was really cool. All the big-time race car drivers like, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, when they win, they got their PR people. Here, come over here. Come over here.